This is Herbert. I thought we'd check in. Actually, I just had a little thought that I wanted to share. And I wore my glasses so that you'd take me very seriously. I was thinking today mostly about my own mental health and my own progress in that, and sometimes regression through the last few months. And I just kind of wanted to say out loud, in case somebody else needed to hear it, that like whatever you have going on in your life right now, if your house is a mess, and it's not usually, if you've drank a little more than normal, if you've been grumpy, irritable, you don't want your spouse, and everything is daunting and it's all overwhelming, and it kind of just feels like that's not going to go away, and maybe you feel like you've just turned into this lazy person. Like, stop for a second and think about what we've all gone through in the last couple months and what we're still going through. Just because our states are reopening doesn't mean that this is over. Like, life has not gone back to normal. We're still homeschooling and trying to get through that. Many of us are still unemployed or trying to like make up the difference for what we've missed while being unemployed. We've lost loved ones, whether it be natural causes or due to the virus, because life went on. Even though the virus was going on and tried to stop life went on. We've all had a lot going on with that. And I just, for myself, what brought this up is I really kind of have gone through like a deep crash, and then I'm like, I've got myself on a path where everything is heading back upwards, and I'm seeing myself again, and like taking a shower isn't like a really daunting task. I still don't like to wash my hair more than about twice a week, so that's never going to change. But my house has been cleaner, and that's not been a difficult task to complete. Dinner has been made, and that's not been overwhelming to think about or to actually do. The laundry's been caught up, and not just caught up, but folded and put away. And I'm not saying that needs to be everybody's benchmark, but for myself, that was a benchmark, because those are things that I feel strongly to take care of, because my husband is our provider. So I've always felt strong to do those things, so that when he comes home, he doesn't have to do all of it with me. I mean, it's his house and his kids and his meals too, and he's amazing at helping out, but I'm home, and I want him to be able to come home and have those things done. So don't make another person's benchmark your own too, but stop and think about where you're at. If you're feeling really down because you're not being the best parent that you want to be, or the best spouse, or the best business owner, the best worker, the best anything, and cut yourself some slack. That's number one. Cut yourself some slack. If you need to, don't have any shame in reaching out to a doctor. It could just be like, I've gone and cried to my OBGYN before, or to your general physician. Reach out to them. Let them know how you're feeling. It's the hardest step to take when you're feeling that way, I think, because to say it out loud, how you're feeling, seems so ridiculous. It does. Like, you're like, I don't feel like getting out of bed each day. And that seems like a really big thing to say, and it sounds so silly to someone who is working outside of their home. Obviously got out of bed that day. But don't be afraid to do that, because sometimes just a little bit of help is all you need. Or make sure you're talking to someone who you love, and or you feel like you can talk to, or whatever. So that's my piece of advice for today. I was just thinking about it as I was kind of, for myself, marking my own recent progress. You know, we lost my dad, and we've had this virus going on, and there's just been, you know, kind of what felt like one thing after another, and it's all gonna get better with time. And that's the case for all of us with all of this. It's going to get better with time. So be patient with yourself and love yourself. Let your family that wants to love you, your friends that want to love you. Do what feels good right now. And do not be hard on yourself. Thanks for listening.